Morning, everybody. Trying to get some walks in before it starts to snow. Ruby is loving that opportunity. So today I'm boring Ruby with stories of sales process and how challenging it is to manage systems within a sales process. So every company, whether they like it or not, know it or not, recognize it or not, has a sales process. And it's just how they do things. It's how they operate from a sales perspective. So the idea is to optimize your sales process regularly, figure out what's working, what's not working, how things are moving pipeline down, what's our velocity of pipeline, how do those things interact with tools that we use. So is the CRM helpful? Is it burdensome? I go back to this idea of seller burden that I've referenced in previous videos because it is important. If we do too much admin, our reps can't do what they're supposed to do, which is to sell clients. So it's very challenging for reps to live in that world. On the flip side of the coin, all of the pipeline and customer information can't be in the rep's head. That's a bad idea. So somewhere in there is a balance, but also key performance indicators. What is our pipeline velocity? How do we recognize how people are succeeding in pushing a sale down I use the puck down the ice model. So all of these things are something that I say is important, but very practical when it comes to how sales and sales pipelines work. Ooh, it's getting windy. Today's talk with Ruby is what is the balance? So where do we get the right KPIs for our sales team? And it really boils down to a few things. What does the business need to know? Sometimes it's how quickly we sell. The sales life cycle is really valuable for a company because now you can understand how much time it takes to do anything. So if we say that the sale is started on date X, when on average will date Y be, which is when we close the deal. And so it's working backwards from that. And then everything from a business objectives can flow from that. Do we understand conversions between stages of the sale? And do we have data to back that up? Gut feel? Nah, it doesn't work. That's great, but it doesn't work. So that's where the reps who don't like CRMs start to flounder because they're using their gut to tell us how those deals will work. Come on, you're coming this way. And then on the other side of that fence is how does the deal actually move to order size? Do we know what the average order size is? Because once you know that, this is really valuable for CEOs. Once you know conversions between sales stages, the average timeline to close a deal, and the average order size, your sales structure becomes a little bit more math, right? As opposed to a wet finger in the air, what are we going to close? So everything is an average, nothing is perfect, but it's a really helpful way to look at how do we ensure that our sales teams are functioning appropriately. So pipeline, what's in the hopper, backing that towards average order size, backing that towards conversions between stages of a sale. Wow, you can make some really good decisions based upon that. So my challenge to everyone who is in the entrepreneurial space trying to manage sales teams, this is the stuff. Do we have a consistent sales process that we can lean into? Do we have data that tells us how many sales we're going to get in the run of a quarter or a year based upon data, not just our gut feel? Love gut feels, but they don't work. It doesn't work anymore. And can we get the right information from our sales teams to make sure that we're getting the information in a place where it's shared? We're doing, one-on-ones with our reps. We're doing quarterly business reviews. These are the things that really matter, especially when your sales teams are small. This gets much more challenging if you have 10 reps, 15 reps, 25 reps. Okay, now there's a divide and conquer model. You can't do that all yourself. So it's using that to say, hey, now it's time to bring in a sales manager. We need somebody who can really guide the ship here. But for most entrepreneurs, where it's 2 or 3 salespeople, you're really trying to just figure out how this thing is going to work. Is our forecast even real or reasonable? This is the stuff that we want everybody thinking about. So invest in your time, invest in your sales process, invest in the stages, invest in the conversion data. Good things will happen, I swear. Anyway, today, it's all about sales process. Walking and talking with you.